What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing tonight's game between the Chicago Bulls and Utah Jazz. And of course, if you've seen any video like this in the past, you know that this is my Bulls report. Now, the Chicago Bulls are coming off of a win in their previous game against the Philadelphia 76ers. And going up against the Jazz, this is basically a way, in my opinion, for the Bulls to just build upon what they did in their previous game, and before they go out on the road and put some wins together. Basically, this is the way I looked at this game. So of course, the first bucket of the game came from Nikola Vucevic, and it was just him getting into the paint, and that's what I like to see early. I like to see Vucevic when he's getting early touches, especially in the paint, getting to his spots, taking advantage of his matchup, which I thought whether it was Kessler or Lauri Markkanen, neither one of them was going to be able to, I feel like, hold Vucevic when it came to the paint. Zach LaVine did pick up where he left off in Philadelphia, and he was aggressive early. You seen him get into the rim, and the Bulls did start off with a nice 8-0 run to begin the game. You seen Vucevic with his threes, but the Jazz did eventually start getting into a rhythm. Mainly Lauri Markkanen. I'll get to a lot of Lauri Markkanen stuff a little later. But Zach, like I said, was picking up where he left off in Philadelphia. His three ball was looking really good. I mean, if you look at Zach LaVine from where he was at the beginning of the year, not playing back-to-backs and not playing as much, to where he's at this present moment, great lift on his shot. The three ball is looking really good. He's being aggressive, going to the rim. His defense has been something I've been paying a lot to, and he's moving well. He's not allowing guys to get the better of the matchup with him most nights. So that's something that I definitely paid attention to when it came to the matchup as far as guard play goes. But you did see bad passes lead to Utah getting runouts. Now, when Billy Donovan decided to go to the bench, you seen good minutes from Goran Dragic, and that helped, open up the lead, so to speak, on what the Chicago Bulls wanted to do. After one, the Bulls were up 28-24. Now, you did see Dragic go to Drummond for the first 2 points of the second quarter, but the Jazz three-point shooting was something that kept them in the game, whether it was Lauri Markkanen, whether it was Conley, whether it was Beasley, whether it was the kid from Kansas. His name is not coming to mind at the moment, but you've seen a lot of threes being shot and made by the Jazz, especially in the second. But DeMar DeRozan was to the rescue in the second quarter, and his offense started to look good, look promising. The Jazz did go on a 10-1 run, and this was a part of the Bulls' offense just wasn't clicking at this moment of the game. I mean, they went, I believe, a little over 4 minutes without actually scoring a basket in the second quarter. And that was something that I'm like, okay, if this continues, the Bulls are going to get ran out of the gym. And the Jazz end up taking the lead at 41-39. But you did see a lot of Jazz inside scoring. Vucevic 3 came along tonight. I mean, the Bulls and LaVine with his threes ended up going on a 10-0 run themselves. And at the half, the Bulls were up. Now, in the third, you did see, again, Zach LaVine's 3. You seen Lauri Markkanen rim running. And by rim running, the man at one point had 7 dunks in the game. Like, whether it was him dunking on Vucevic or just dunking, going to the rim or slashing, you seen Lauri Markkanen proving a point, which happens every time a ex-Bulls player comes into the building. They go to show and prove why they made a mistake. And Lauri Markkanen didn't make no different when it came to tonight's game. But you did see the Jazz rebounding, mainly Vanderbilt. I mean, he was everywhere on the glass tonight. You seen DeMar DeRozan again, his offense start to pick up in the third. Ayo starting to look to get his, but the Bulls were in the penalty in the third, which led to a lot of free throws by the Jazz. Also, you seen the Jazz start again to hit their threes. You seen Jordan Clarkson start to be aggressive. A 40-point quarter by the Utah Jazz. It was 89-84, and the Jazz did lead after three. Now, a Jambi, I think that's his name, his threes was the telling story, especially in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was the fourth quarter was more of a heavyweight matchup in my opinion. You seen a lot of give and take, in the fourth quarter. You seen Zach LaVine really looking for his shot. Patrick Williams started to come on in the fourth quarter. Big rebounds by Nikola Vucevic. Big shots by DeMar DeRozan. But again, guys like Conley, guys like Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen still was coming on as the game was progressing into the fourth quarter. But the Bulls did find a way, where there's a will, there's a way, to pull away in this basketball game and ultimately get the W. And I honestly, when I look back on the box score, and I'm going to give off tonight's numbers player by player, but the Bulls did ultimately win 126-118. And for a team that's 19-21, I mean, they're right there in the hunt of, the matchups as far as playoffs, play-in, and things like that. They're not too far removed from right there being a 7-8 team, so right there being on a cusp of being a 7-8 team. So as I look at the box score for tonight's matchup, you did see 28 points poured in by Lauri Markkanen. He was the high man for Utah. You seen 35 points by DeMar DeRozan, 36 points by Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine was 6 of 12 from three. He packed that three that he had in Philadelphia and brought it along with him. Zach LaVine did have 7 rebounds, 2 assists. You see Nikola Vucevic with another double-double, 16 rebounds, 15 points, 4 assists for the big man after coming off a triple-double. Like I said, DeMar DeRozan, 35 big points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds. Patrick Williams, who I would have liked to see a lot more out of, he only had 7 points tonight. He did hit 2 threes, did grab 3 rebounds. You've seen some bench production from Andre Drummond. He did have 11 points, 4 rebounds. Kobe White only shot 1 of 4 from 3, but did have 6 rebounds, 5 points. Also, Ayo Dosunmu, I would have liked to see a lot more out of, but he was in foul trouble. He did have 7 points, did hit a 3, had 2 assists and 2 rebounds. As far as Derrick Jones Jr. in his 17 minutes of play, he had 5 points and 3 rebounds. No, Dalen Terry did not play tonight. Neither was Alex Caruso, dealing with injuries, and also Javonte Green. So, like I said, tonight's matchup with the Bulls against the Jazz, the Bulls did pull out a win. And this is just something you want to see them build upon going into the road trip. That's something that you're going to want to be able to, hold your hat on. They do play Boston, one of the better teams, not only in the Eastern Conference, but also in the NBA. And that's not going to be an easy feat because you're dealing with the Jaylen Browns, the Jason Tatums, the Robert Williams of the world. But we will see how things turn out on Monday night. Of course, I will give you guys my Bulls report. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's greatly appreciated, each and every one of you guys. If this is just your first time tuning in to this channel, of course, I'll post videos like this on the daily. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.